Damn, it is hot. It is hot. What's going on in the world? I just saw June 2019, hottest month ever recorded in human history. We had record temperatures in Alaska, Central and Western Europe, Northeastern United States. There were terrible earthquakes in California. Maybe the big one is finally on its way. 5 feet of hail in Guadalajara, Mexico. What is going on? Is it because we're polluting the planet, filling our oceans with trash, doing all these sort of things that are causing pollutants in the environment? Is nature reacting because of that? Or is it something else? What is this change in nature we're seeing, and how can we address it? I mean, certainly we can look at our manufacturing habits, our consumption habits. We inherited a society that is based now on manufacturing a good, consuming that good, and throwing it out. Totally unnecessary consumption compared to natural consumption. But is that what's causing all this damage to the environment? I think it's another thing. We need to feel responsible for the natural world. I mean, look at all these cars and all the pollutants. But at the same time, if one big volcano erupts, it's going to send the same amount of pollutants as all the cars on the road today. So I don't think it's just that. It's got to be something else. If you look at the animal level of nature, take for instance a lion. The lion found its prey, it's hunted its prey, it's consumed everything it's needed to be fulfilled, then it moves on. There's still that carcass left for scavengers and other animals. When we have something, we want more and more and more. We'll still go for the next bite. And this natural imbalance of consumption is definitely a problem. But I think there's a bigger problem. It has to do with man and man's relation to nature, but more importantly, man's relation between each other. If we look at nature, it's structured like a pyramid where you have the still level of nature. So the rocks, the planet, the universe, the greater cosmos. Everything here is in balance. Gravitational forces, magnetic forces, hot and cold, all those forces are perfectly in balance. You look at the vegetative level, which is specific to the planet Earth. They're consuming sunlight, they're consuming carbon dioxide, they're taking in minerals, and what are they doing? They're emitting oxygen, they're emitting food, they're emitting mineral. Look at the animal nature. They're consuming that animal or consuming those plants that they need to sustain themselves, and then once they've reached that threshold, they stop. Man does not have this. Humanity is imbalanced. And it's not just imbalanced because of our consumption habits. More importantly, humanity is imbalanced because our relations are imbalanced. And since our relationships are out of balance, nature is doing all these things to try to get us into balance. So right now we're only seeing it on that still level with hurricanes, with earthquakes, with intense climate changes. We can make all these treaties, all these billionaires can try to collect more taxes and change the way we produce electricity. It's not going to change a thing because it's not dealing with human nature. It's not dealing with human relations. We're at the top of that pyramid. The way we relate to each other as human beings, the way we create a balanced relationship where we don't take advantage of each other, where we feel a responsibility for each other, like all other levels of nature have. Once we develop those relationships, we'll see everything balance out in nature. So really the most important thing is for us to develop this new economy. Let's get rid of this archaic manufacture, consume, throw away economy where there's so many useless jobs, where there's so many useless things we produce. Let's create an economy based off of social connection. Our new work will be our education and how we develop better relations towards each other. We'll start to feel responsible for each other, and we'll start to feel responsible for the whole earth. We'll feel that we exist in one natural system. This is what we need to come to, and we will be able to mitigate all these natural disasters. We'll see what sort of peace and balance nature has intended for us once we become more balanced ourselves. I want to hear your opinion on this, because on the surface level you say, hey, let's stop with the pollution, with the garbage, with all this and that. It's a great idea, let's give it a try. But really, we need to focus on the root cause, which is human nature, specifically our imbalanced relationship. If we develop positive relationship, we'll be able to see the natural world in harmony. Because again, every other level of nature is in perfect harmony besides us. Let's work on this. Let's really try to build this future education system together. Leave your comments below, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Give me some more suggestions for topics that are facing us in the modern world, because there's so many things that we have to look at, and let's really dig in and find out that when we build these better relationships between us, we'll build a better world. Thanks so much, guys. I'll see you in the next video.